Hi, everybody, and welcome back. And now we're going to have a look at another big race from Super Stakes Sunday. It was the $500,000 Colonial Trot, which, of course, was a signature race for the old Liberty Bell Park, which has sadly now been closed even longer than it was open.
That's amazing.
It really is.
I didn't even know
great
that.
Place. Well, we have Explosive Matter and Ron Pierce, who was second in the Hamiltonian to Muscle Hill. But in this particular heat, he didn't have to contend with Muscle Hill, only Russell Hill, who was a nice horse, but he ain't Muscle Hill.
That's right.
Is that about covered?
I got you. Yeah, I know.
And he also had an entry mate, Copy Catch. And the entry mate and Explosive Matter were 1 to 5. Hello. The Chancellor and Andy Miller, who does so well with trotters, of course, he drives Lucky Jim. 9 to 2 second choice. Symphonic Hanover and Dave Miller was the 8 to 1 third choice. And here's our guy James with that call.
And they're off in the Colonial. A good start for Russell Hill from the center of the track. Explosive Matter shows speed with Copy Catch, his entry mate up the near side. And Russell Hill will hook up with Explosive Matter early. And these two lead them into the first turn with Russell Hill the head just in front. Explosive Matter is a pressing second. And Copy Catch is eased off in third, 2 lengths back of the front pair. It's another 4 to the Chancellor and Keystone Activator. 2.5 more then to Symphonic Hanover, who's off stride, overtaken by Calchip's Brute. And Photo for Win made a break in stride in the first turn and is the distant trailer through a 27-second first quarter. Russell Hill at Explosive Matter continued to duel on the front. And now Explosive Matter, the 1 to 5 favorite, has cleared Russell Hill as they move into the bridge turn. Copy Catch is third and just 3.5 lengths off his entry mate Explosive Matter. The Chancellor is next and moving to the outside, then Keystone Activator. It's 2 more to Calchip's Brute, who's 8.5 lengths from the front. And we come back quite a ways, at least 15 to Symphonic Hanover, and 7 away last is Photo for Win. 55 and 4 the halftime, just over 3/8 to go in the 39th Colonial. At Explosive Matter maintains a length and 3/4 advantage. The Chancellor is up into second at the flank of Russell Hill. It's 2 lengths more to Copy Catch. Keystone Activator's in the clear, but he's got 5.5 to make up. Calchip's Brute is 7 lengths off Explosive Matter, who reaches 3/4 in 1:24 even. 3/16 to go. Explosive Matter leads by just 1.25 lengths. The Chancellor's closing in on the outside. Russell Hill begins to gap the pocket, and now he's on a break. So Keystone Activator moves up into the third spot, but has 5 lengths to make up. And Explosive Matter is holding the Chancellor at bay with 150 yards to go. Explosive Matter coming down to the line. He wins the Colonial easily.
Explosive Matter did exactly that. He cleared just past the 5/8, won by 2 open lengths and 153 flat. A new world record, mind you, for a 3-year-old trotter on a 5/8 mile track, beating Crazed last year with Tim Teatrick in the bike, who went in 153 and 2.
Oh,
and
I didn't realize that.
When you watch the race, I got the sense that he had a lot of horse left. He was sort of under wraps and still broke the world record.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy. The Chancellor was second, and Calchip's Brute with Brian Sears was third. Okay. Now, here's the kicker. The exact in this race with the 1 to 5 chalk and the second choice, it was 9 to 2, returned 27.60. That is insane. Instead of working here on Sunday, I should have put a $200 exacta punch in, grabbed 2,700 and left town, said, thanks, nice knowing you, bye. You know. Anyway, we had more in the race. Let's watch.
Ronnie, this course was amazing today. This was a world record, you know, so tell me about the trip a little bit.
Well, it was an easy trip. We just left the gate, floated on out of there, let John cross over, and come back out and went to the top and just sat there.
There was a few horses that went off stride. Do you think that helped you out, or were you not worried about that at all?
I really wasn't worried, but it didn't hurt us, that's for sure.
You know, honestly, I was a little worried about the Chancellor. He was coming alongside you, but what was your horse? Just kind of looking back like, sorry about it, dude.
Yeah, he was just kind of on cruise control there. Yeah, I could hear that other horse coming, but he wasn't coming fast enough to worry us.
All righty, there was another big race here at Harris Chester. I mean, they were all big races. The cheapest purse of the day was 50 grand.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, the $350,000 Valley Forge, and who was in this race? Well, thoroughbreds have their Zenyatta, and us harness folks have our Not Enough.
Okay,
Not
yes.
Enough. Undefeated, 10 for 10 this year. Going for number 11.
That's
facing
right.
a really bunch of nice horses. So
Yeah.
Hannah's going to tell you all about them.
Definitely, she was the better choice. And you got to love her because her mom's name is Party Planner.
Perfect.
Yeah, how do you not like her anyway?
Papa Cork.
Then we've got Ginger and Fred. We saw her on our last show. She was giant. She had just come off a Pennsylvania Sire Stakes win. And then their Special Sweetheart, overlooked by the bettors, but I do not want you guys to overlook her in here.
And they're off in the Valley Forge. Indulge Me, McGibson, Blogget, Hanover, Ginger and Fred, and Not Enough. These 5 all show speed. And Indulge Me is driven up the near side to take the lead. Ginger and Fred is up into second at the outside of McGibson. And Not Enough put into play early. She is fourth and just 2 lengths off the front pair. Blogget Hanover is next, followed by Special Sweetheart. Then 2 lengths farther back to Precious Stone. The trailer Eagle Way is 10 lengths off leader Ginger and Fred through a 26-3 first quarter. And here comes Not Enough. The 3-5 favorite, Not Enough, has cleared Ginger and Fred with just over a lap to go. And it's 2 lengths back to Indulge Me, who's been relegated to third. McGibson is fourth. Blogget Hanover moves to the outside from the 5th spot, and she'll be followed by Special Sweetheart into the bridge turn. Precious Stone is saving ground, 7 lengths off the pace. And Eagle Way continues 8th and last. She moves to the outside. They're covered by 8.5 lengths, and Not Enough takes them through a half of 55-1. Up the backstretch, Not Enough leads by 1.5 lengths from Ginger and Fred in the tight pocket. And here's Blogget Hanover steadily advancing first over. She's taken second, 3/8 from home. Special Sweetheart is carried to within 2.5 lengths of leader Not Enough. Indulge Me is back to 5th. Eagle Way is gapped on cover, 5 lengths off the pace. McGibson is gapped at the inside, and Precious Stone has dropped back to last. 3 quarters in, 1:22-4. And it's Not Enough with the head just in front, under pressure from Blogget Hanover. Ginger and Fred will await the open stretch. Special Sweetheart has plenty of pace, and David Miller angles her 3 wide. Indulge Me, Red Shadow roll with 4 lengths to make up. They're in the stretch in the Valley Forge, and it's Not Enough. Just a length in front, turning away Blogget Hanover, but here's Special Sweetheart down the center. Not Enough is defeated. Special Sweetheart wins the Valley Forge.
When Not Enough gets to the front, everybody's thinking it's over, right?
Rover.
But she doesn't seem to have enough left in her tank, because actually Special Sweetheart ends up gaining, comes home the fastest. Special Sweetheart 22-1. She's the one that wins in 1:51. David Miller drove her.
And we should point something out. Is that somebody who comes to the track doesn't have to know a lot about handicapping and the intricacies of the business. You can come to the track and say, well, I want to bet one for my sweetheart, their Special Sweetheart, put $2 down, you get 46. Hello? Is that bad?
Go. Or if you come with somebody named Ginger or Fred, and you could bet that one for second, there you go. You would have the exacta.
Yeah, okay.
So yes, Ginger and Fred did finish second. Not Enough held on for third, and we're going to hear more about this now.
Dave, big upset here on the board. Not Enough gets her first defeat on the season. Tell us about it. You got a perfect second over trip, 3 wide top of the stretch, loaded with pace.
Yeah, you know, going into the race, I figured there'd be a lot of speed. Everybody trying to line up behind Ginger and Fred. And actually, I thought, you know, maybe Timmy might drop in front of me and I'd follow him second over. But, you know, he elected to go on, and I ended up following Brian. And around the last turn, my filly, she was very strong still. And I seen the rest of them have the earplugs out, and I had a good feeling then.
Now we're going to hear from one of the top trainers in this entire business, and Heather's got more on that.
That's right. You know, George Teague is probably best known for training 2004 Horse of the Year Rainbow Blue, right? That was the year he burst on the scene. He became one of the most sought after trainers in the entire business. And everybody kind of thought, who's this George Teague guy? He's like an overnight success. But really, there could not be anything further from the truth. When you talk about a rags to riches story, look no further than George Teague Jr. George was born into the sport, and it wasn't long ago that he and his family lived in a trailer behind his hometown track of Harrington Raceway.
There was quite a few campers back there, trailers, about 20 of them in a row. Right outside of Harrington, when they started building the slats, they kind of did away with the trailer park where we lived in, and like I said, hadn't been that long ago, about 12 years ago.
George started training at the tender age of 16, and to keep with the family tradition, his son Montrell is also involved with the sport, helping with the training duties and as a driver.
He taught me everything. He taught me, first started me off slow, doing the water buckets and everything like that. Told me how to work my way up. Then eventually, when I got old enough and strong enough to hold a horse, I could jog him. And then train with him all the time so he could give me pointers. I'm proud of my dad, what I have now, and just my life. I couldn't ask for a better father.